Hello there and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Now today I have for you two positions on tactical plays. Feel free to pause the video and have a moment to think about it, and as always we will talk about the right decision and the why of the play to make you a more thinking, conscious, better player over the board, and that's what we are here for. Now, first position, white has a 5-1 to play. How would you make this move for white? Now I can tell you that the right move is 24 to 18, so well done if you got that correct. Anything else would be an error in green or a blunder in red, which we can see on the left hand panel. Now let's think about why this move is correct, and why don't we play 24 to 23 and 13 to 8. Now if we think about 13 to 8 with a 5, it just looks so efficient. We have a stacked heavy midpoint and we have a stripped 8 point with only 2 checkers, so bringing one down from the mid with a 5 just looks really efficient to use our checkers more productively. And of course 24 to 23 we do a minor split, gives us more numbers to make the advanced anchor. Now that does look good, right? And it's only an error, so it wouldn't be a terrible mistake, but there is a better play, which is 24 to 18. Now why is that? Well, firstly, it's good to split to the bar because it acts as a diversion play. Now green's priority here is to make inner board points. Their 5 point, their 4 point, which are better and of more value than the bar point. The bar point is the third best point to make. So for example, after splitting to the bar, if green were to roll a 3-1 or a 4-3, for example, and there are other rolls, then would green make the 5 point or would green hit on the bar? So you give your opponent a tricky choice. And this folds into the second point. Now when we have the stronger home board, and here as white you can see we have a 2-point board against green's 1-point board, then with the stronger home board we want to invite contact. Now if green does hit us loose with 4-3 or 3-1, then the hitting contest would favour us as white with a stronger board, because green would dance 3 more times with the dice rolls against a 1-point board where you only dance once. Of course, if green were to hit loose, it gives us a good amount of returns from the bar, where we have a good 6 and a bunch of other numbers to re-enter against green's weak home board and hit back. By hitting back, we have a stronger home board as mentioned, but green also loses a lot more in the race by us hitting his checker on his side of the board. If we get hit back, then we're pretty close to our home board anyway, so we don't lose that much in the race. So green loses more in a race and dances more often, so therefore we like to invite contact. But we are thinking rather pessimistically. Green may not attack us, may miss. There are numbers, of course, which don't hit. And if green doesn't hit, then of course we can make the bar point anchor with 6s as well. So giving ourselves a good 6 to play. So some tactical considerations in this to find the best play, and these considerations you can apply to other positions, and you can also enter this position on XG and tweak it. If green had a stronger home board, for example if he had his 3-point made as well, then we would be more reluctant to split because we're splitting into a blitz structure, and when we get hit we dance more often as explained. So let's now look at the second position. So here white has a 3-1 to play. Notice that white has 1 checker on the bar. So the correct move is coming in on a 24 point and playing 8 to 5. And before making any move, just take a visual photograph of the board with your eyes and just see what is happening. And that will help indicate what the best thing to do. Now, by just taking a quick glance over the board, we can see that green has a very inflexible position with 5 checkers on their 6 and their 8 point. Pretty inflexible with those candlesticks, those stacked points. Also, we are slightly behind in the race as white, so we want to stay back for contact value. By doing so, by staying back and with green's inflexible position, we can see that green is going to leave bad rolls with a number of sixes. So, for example, look how 6-5 plays, look how 6-3 plays. You can do this as a matter of course and go through all the rolls. If you came forward and just made the 21 point, then green would play those checkers over your head, which is what green wants. Green just wants to race home safely. We want to invite contact. And we particularly, as mentioned before, want to invite contact with the stronger board. So we enter on a 24 point and then we use a 3 to make the rack formation, the 6, 5 and 4 point. And it's a pretty safe move because yes, we do leave green an ace shot, but with many aces, green is just going to leave himself in an extremely vulnerable position against our superior homeboard. So it's low risk, and actually green won't even hit with a number of ones because of the risk of leaving all those shots in return. So by playing the 3 from 8 to 5, green will only hit with 5-1 and double 1. But any other one, 9 other rolls with 1 in, then green is not hitting. And if green doesn't hit, then we can use that spare on the 8 to make our 3 point, or we can remake the 8 point. We can use it for diversification to make new points. So there is a lot of upside and tactics in this position. We stay back for contact to exploit green's inflexible stacked position. We make the superior homeboard and we say to green, well, you can hit us if you want to, but by hitting us, it's going to be worse for you than it is for me. So just be prepared for that outcome. And of course, the 1s are duplicated for making green's 5 point and bar point. So 1s play good elsewhere for green anyway. It's a low risk. It works in our favour, and that's why it is correct and has the best winning chances. So there is a lot to think about in this position. A lot of key concepts: inviting contact, staying back, inflexibility, making the rack. Lots of things to think about. So set it up on XG, play around with it, and a lot of learning in these two tactical positions. So thank you so much for watching. Happy to say that I am now up to 2,600 subscribers. So thank you if you are one of them. 120 learning videos. Like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and all your appreciation, your comments, your love. It really goes a long way and encourages me to make more videos. So thank you so much. See you next Wednesday. All the best. Goodbye.